We're gonna do a little different review today. And what prompted this, I'm sure if you clicked into it, you already know what it is. But, for context, ever since I reviewed those Flintstones Christmas episodes and specials, like literally years ago now, in the cases of some of them, they have never, at any point, fallen out of my top earning videos. No matter what time of year it is. Which is crazy, and I'm not entirely sure why, but I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong, I am definitely not complaining. I am very grateful. Little confused, but very grateful. So I'm just like, if there's like this underground, like, Flintstones cult following I'm not tapping into, maybe I should tap into it, So I think I'm gonna go through and review all the Flintstone stuff. You only think I'm joking. But if you're not interested in that, feel free to skip these. If you are interested in it, welcome. Whether you're a regular to the channel or if you're brand new, welcome. It's kind of a catch-all, lots of things channel. But anyways, we're gonna just start in on episode 1, season 1 of the original series, because what better place to start is there than that? So, episode 1 was called The Flintstones Flyer, which, watching this, as somebody who, I grew up watching The Flintstones, but I'm not sure if it was necessarily the original series or one of the spin-offs. So, watching this, it's kind of interesting seeing where it all started. The kids aren't even born yet. Apparently, I asked my mom about it, apparently they did not come along until several seasons in. Crazy. So, it's literally just Fred, Wilma, Barney, and Betty. Which is cool. No complaints. Just the episode in general, it's kind of an interesting one, looking at it and realizing this was episode 1. And it took off from this. I never would have guessed that this would be the first episode if you had asked me. If you'd shown me a bunch of early ones and asked me to pick out which one I thought would be the first, never in a million years would I have picked this out of a lineup. But, so basically the premise of this one is Fred's on his day off. All he wants to do is just take a nap and relax. And Barney is just annoying the absolute utter crap out of him from next door. Initially, he is practicing his golf, which essentially consists of him putting at the ball, which is just a rock, and missing it while yelling 4 over and over and over and over. And you can imagine exactly how incredibly annoying that would be to have next door to you, even if you weren't trying to take a nap, but just, yeah, Fred is not happy with it, and he has words with Barney over it, so okay, that's fine. Barney will go do something else. Fred goes back to take his nap. Next thing he knows, he hears hammering from over there. Alright, he's getting more and more pissed off. He goes over there again, asks Barney what the hell is he doing. Oh, he's building, which apparently is his hobby. Didn't you know this is his hobby? I didn't know that was his hobby. Is this like a thing throughout the series that I didn't know? This is part of Barney's lore? Apparently this is a thing. So, he is building an invention. The world's first flying machine. Yes, forget the Wright brothers. Apparently Barney Rubble did it in prehistoric times. So he builds this really, really rudimentary, like, wooden cogs and, like, metal blades type deal. Like, you pedal it and it makes you fly. And Fred's like, yeah, right, sure, whatever. And he goes back to take his nap. And suddenly, Barney is squeaking by in the sky on this thing. Just cruising back and forth, flying around. And, Fred's just like, wait, was that Barney? He's flying. And, okay, now he wants in on it. And because it's Fred, of course, now he's seeing dollar signs, and now he is seeing clout for himself. So, forget whatever you were gonna call it. We're gonna call it the Flintstone Flyer, and I'm gonna be the president. You're gonna be the vice president, because Fred. And he wants to fly around on it, too, and doesn't really give Barney much of a chance to explain anything, like even how to brake. So, yeah, you can tell how this goes. He crashes, he gets hurt, he's all bandaged up. Barney's like, yeah, I didn't design it to be able to handle fat people. I'll rework it. Yeah. In today's culture, that episode would never fly. But regardless, this was the 60s, so don't come at me. I didn't write it. So, alright, he reworks the thing to be able to handle his weight too. And Fred's thinking that he's gonna go to the bowling tournament that night because Barney reminded him of it, and they're all geared up and ready to go to that night, and he thinks he's definitely not too injured to be able to handle going to that. And then Wilma reminds him that, oh wait, but we have tickets to the opera that Barney bought us! So, shit. He has to go have words with him again! For you got us into this, you're getting us out of it. And he decides he's going to fake his injuries up a little bit, seem worse off than he is, and Barney's going to stay home and watch him while the ladies go out to the opera and have a good time regardless, even though they feel hella guilty doing it. And they're going to take the flying machine there because they took the car. You can tell the disaster's written on the wall. They're at the place. Intermission comes, the ladies decide to want to call home, check on them. There's no answer, so they decide they need to get back quickly to go check on them. But before they do, the phone they called from was in the bowling alley. And they spot them. And the guys decide real quick that they need to come up with some kind of disguise fast. And they see a bristle broom, and they rip out the bristles and make fake mustaches out of them and take on fake German accents, because I don't know why, but they do. So, for some reason, the ladies fall for it, but they still want to go home and check on Fred, because now they're really worried that there was, like, no answer, that there must be something wrong. And now Fred and Barney are like, oh crap, we have to beat him home, so they get home, they somehow do manage to beat them in the flying machine, and get in the house, and get Fred back in bed and everything. Would have been fine, except Barney forgot to take off the fake mustache and to stop doing the fake German accent. Good job, Barney, good job. Yep, so now the ladies are pissed, and they want their revenge. And the guys get away in the flying machine and decide to just fly back and forth in the sky because ladies can't get them up there. And they're like, it's cool. We'll have to come down sometime. How long they've been up there? Like 6 hours. And it ends with them starting to run out of speed. This is episode 1 of the series. This is what is set the tone of the series, is this episode. It's totally weird, but at the same time it has a weird charm to it, but at the same time I never would have guessed that was episode 1. Like, really? I kind of want to see where this is going, learn all the lore that comes along with it. There honestly wasn't too many gags with, like, prehistoric inventions yet in this one. Like, usually they have the different dinosaurs running, like, the household appliances is what I'm used to seeing in these. Didn't have too much of that. They had, like, the really rudimentary, I can talk. You know what word I mean. the doorbell made out of, like, bones. It was really quick shot. I didn't see if there was, like, a teeny tiny little, like, bird dinosaur, like batting on them to make it chime, or if it just chimes. I don't know. But yeah, that caught my attention, that they didn't have a lot of that yet. And in the opening credits, Dino's the wrong color. He's like blue or something. I'm like, wait. They changed his color somewhere through the series. Like, he wasn't always purple. Mind blown. So I'm kind of curious, at what point does it start more resembling the show as I remember watching it as a kid? I don't know, but I am so intrigued. Like, it feels weird to be this intrigued by a 50-year-old show, but whatever. But it's an interesting little episode. How would I rate it? I don't know. I think for it being literally episode 1, if it were further into the series, I think I'd be a little more forgiving, but because it's literally the first episode, a make or break episode at that, the fact that it worked blows my mind. But it just being the first one that anybody saw. I don't know. For me, looking back at it, I give it maybe like a 3.5 out of 5. I feel like if they'd been more into the series and the characters had been established and everything first, maybe it'd be a 4. But because it's the first one, I don't know. No, it hits a little weird just knowing it's the first one. I'm excited to see the rest of the episodes and the specials and everything else. Obviously, when we get to the Christmas ones, I'll just skip those and refer you to go back in the videos and watch those because I already did them. But, yeah. For those who aren't interested in these but may have clicked this one anyway, I'm only planning on doing like one of these a week. So don't worry, this isn't going to take over the channel or anything. It's just going to be one more additional thing that I offer. But for those who are looking forward to it, you know how often to look for them. So, I'll aim for Friday, because Flintstones Friday has a nice ring to it, but, like, today is Saturday that the first one's going up, because I missed the boat on yesterday. So it'll be in, like, the later part of the weekend, like, right in there somewhere, generally. Yeah. So, anyways. That's it for this one, guys. So as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.